Hello everyone, so I promised you if I get past 100 subs on YouTube, I'll make a tutorial video on how to make cars in Unreal Engine 4. Some of you might ask about my deep voice. I'm just trying out different themes for the channel and see which one works out the most, and just sticking with it. So ignore the Minecraft sounds in the background and just focus on the video. You wanted to know how to make cars in Unreal Engine, and stop looking at me. So yeah. Make sure you have a model. I have mine that I made and pretty proud of it. So yeah, first thing you want to do is go fix the physics asset by opening the physics asset and waiting for it to load. Now, you're going to take this, put it here, and you see that there are a lot of capsule things. Yeah, you want to fix that. First, the actual base of the car should be come on, work. A box. So you go to body creation on tools and set primitive type to box. Regenerate bodies. Now you have a box. And now scale it down so it actually fits the car. If you want to do it perfectly, go click on the perspectives thing right there and choose left. Or any other perspective, and just adjust it. I'm gonna cut this part of the video out because I want things to be perfect. Okay, that didn't take long, but at least it's finished. So yeah, we were done with the base body. Now go back into perspectives and look at the wheels. Look at the wheels. They're not wheels, they're capsules. Click on their physics asset. Click shift and select all of them. Once you selected all of them, you go over here and set the primitive type to sphere. Regenerate bodies. Now you have perfectly rounded wheels. Once you have them, make sure your axles are deleted if you want to make them your axle collision, physics component. Make sure it's deleted. Yeah, now you have no axle physics component. Okay, now that you're done with the physics asset, get off of it. Get off of it. Now go ahead and create yourself a blueprint class. All classes, and search for wheeled vehicle, and create that. Call it
piece of poop.
Posh. Then go ahead and create another blueprint class, but this time we're going to make a wheel.
Yeah, we're gonna make a wheel, buddy.
Vehicle wheel component. Select. Call it
Dang! I'm gonna drop my croissant.
Posh wheel. That's a good name for it. Now turn on the wheel component, the posh wheel component, and go over here. You won't need to adjust anything until we actually set it in the posh. Turn on posh. And we're going to set everything up in here. Click on mesh, skeletal mesh, and set it to your thing model. Now go to vehicle movement component right here. So yeah, once you go on the vehicle movement component, go over to the search bar and search wheel. What's going on? Okay, search wheel. And that's it. You're gonna find this wheel class 0, 1, 2, and 3. Now you're going to set wheel class to the posh wheel you have. Set all of them up and disable steering for the rear wheels. So yeah, after you set all your posh video classes, so let's set up a camera. Save ourselves a bit of time. Get a spring arm. So yeah, now that you set up your camera and did this, go ahead and give your spring arm some lag. It sure looks a lot better when you steer and stuff. Enable rotation lag, and I'll keep it at 10. You can adjust it later if you want. Do this, compile, save. Now, to set up the wheel, well, let's set up the input first so I can show you something that will happen. Let me get this off my other screen. Go over to the inputs tab in engine and create 4. Well, we don't really need camera movement, but we'll probably will. But you can make that on your own because it's pretty easy. So this one is going to be called accelerate, and this one is going to be called steer. Set this to W, add a new one, S, A, and D. The S and A are going to be -1 instead of 1. Let's go back into our car. We'll make more action mappings as we go for handbrake and stuff. So now, going to go to our event graph. Just delete all these. Okay, so you want to go ahead and get accelerate. Get your accelerate axis event. And from axis value, you want to add throttle. Oh no, not add throttle. You want to set throttle input. I'll show you something else that you need to do here. Now you want to get the steer. Set steering input. Okay, so you want to set steer input. Now when you play it, you're going to hear this horrible sound. Yeah, get the spring arm. Hold up. I forgot. So yeah, you're gonna see that your car doesn't move at all. Well, the reason for this is that if you go back to vehicle input and go to the wheel setup thingy, you'll see there's a bone name thing over here, and they all have none. So to set that, you want to go to your skeletal mesh and get these are all. Okay, so mine are RL, RR, FL, FR, and so on. So let's start with the front left, because we have front wheels first. Just copy and paste it. Okay, now that you pasted everything, it doesn't matter what order you have them in. What matters is that you disable steering for the wheels that you don't want to steer. Now, when you have the bones ready, it should move. Yup, it's moving. But you can see that the wheels... Well, let's scale this up so you can actually test it out. Now if you play it, you notice that your car does move, but it's really slow, and the wheels don't even move, and they also clip through the ground. These are pretty easy fixes, and they're pretty necessary. Let's first start with the easiest one, making the car faster and steer more better. In the axis value right here, you want to multiply that. You want to multiply that by a float. For a Porsche, I mean, you'd want it to go pretty fast, so we'll go 5,000. Let's test this out. Wow. Okay, now I set it to 5,000 and let's see what happens. It's very laggy. It's too laggy. Okay, so I went ahead and made a new world so it doesn't lag as much, and it still lags as bad. But yeah, you can see that the car accelerates much better. It's very slow though. You have to change stuff with the gears, and I'm not gonna go that in depth. Yeah, you can figure the gears and stuff on your own. But let's go to the steering one as well. The axis value, you want to multiply that by a float as well. You connect it. The amount that this is going to be is the degrees you're going to steer at. So if you go 90, it's going to steer at a perfect 90-degree angle. Just wait for, oh, no, you don't see it. Wait for it to accelerate, and you can't see it at the moment, so let's make you see that. Go over to the content browser, animation, new animation blueprint. You want to have it as vehicle anim instance. Insert, select your skeleton. Call it Posh anim BP. Go inside of your anim BP, and yeah, you have to edit a couple of things here. First off, start with a mesh space reference pose. Gets a reference to the mesh itself, and from there get a wheel handler. That wasn't so hard. And connect this to that. Just save. Save it, whatever. Go to vehicle movement. Well, no. Go to your mesh. Set anim BP, anim class to Posh anim BP. Compile, save. Then look what happens. You fall through the ground. I don't know why it does that. That's new. Oh, it's the camera's fault. Why is it doing that? What? How did this happen? But yeah, who cares? So now, if you drive your car, you see that the wheels move, but they still clip through the ground. How do you fix that? Well, you wanna go to your Posh Wheel blueprint, or component, whatever you wanna call it, and set shape radius to whatever fits. So it's 35 right now, I'll set it to 65. And that's, I think that's flying off the ground. But let me see it. Yes, it's flying off the ground. Okay, so set it to something lower. Maybe 50. I think that's pretty good. I don't want it to be too perfect. You can adjust it with your model. If you have a tank or a helicopter or whatever, it's going to be bigger. So the shape radius is going to be bigger as well. Okay. Now I did go and lower the desktop volume because it was loud. It's still loud for me, but it shouldn't be loud for you, so yeah. Oh crap. Okay, now to create your car engine, you want to create a new sound blueprint and sound cue. Come on. Call it engine. Get inside of it. Turn off everything here, you don't need it anymore. Now, you want to get your car engine, get it, and put it in here. And set this to looping. Now go back to the Posh blueprint, enter event graph, get an event tick, and well, before that, go back to your viewer report and add what is it? Audio, car engine. No, that's not it. Okay, so we'll select the good engine cue. Click locate. Okay, it doesn't work. Okay, who cares? Okay, set it to the engine cue. Now go back to the event tick. Get this. And click set pitch multiplier to get engine rotation speed divided by 4,000. Clamp float, minimum 0, maximum 1, and put it in new pitch. Now test it out. Oh god, it's loud. Well, now you can hear your car. You can see that it's a little bit too low pitched, so I think you gotta raise this. Oh no, you don't have to raise it. Just set the minimum to 3 and maximum to 4. That hurt. 0 to 4. Oh. When you get fast, it is a little too high pitched, so yeah, you can edit that as much as you want. Get your own results. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the sound and the car and the entire car tutorial. I'm not sure how you use the engine tab. Well, max RPM. Set this to 7,500, which is supposed to be the Porsche 911 RPM. Yeah, and some pretty good results. So we're pretty much done for this tutorial. Hope to see you on the next one.